Do you know how many stars exist in the entire universe? As we all know, stars are celestial bodies that can emit light and heat. For example, the Sun, around which the Earth orbits, is a normal star. Above the Sun, there are billions of bright points, almost all of which are stars. Together, they form a magnificent galaxy, which is the Milky Way that humanity resides in. Through observations, we know that the Milky Way has approximately 200 to 400 billion stars, and the Sun is just one of them, extremely small. Have you ever wondered if the total number of stars in the entire universe is actually greater than the total amount of sand on Earth? In fact, as early as the 1920s, people generally believed that the Milky Way was the entirety of the universe. It wasn't until astronomer Edwin Hubble discovered the Andromeda Nebula, which is actually a distant galaxy, that humanity began to realize that there are countless other galaxies lurking beyond the Milky Way. This indicates that the hundreds of billions of stars in the Milky Way are just a tiny fraction of the universe. In September 2003, the Hubble Space Telescope focused on a small area in the Fornax constellation and obtained an incredible deep space image after 113 days of exposure. This image is known as the Hubble Deep Field. Astonishingly, this minuscule area of 3 square arc minutes contains about 10,000 galaxies. Clearly, each bright point in that image is a massive galaxy like the Milky Way. And within each galaxy, there are hundreds of billions to thousands of billions of stars. Moreover, each of those stars may also have a unique planetary system, just like our solar system. Scientists have collected this precious deep space data and conservatively estimated that there are about 2 trillion galaxies like the Milky Way in the observable universe. Although each galaxy does not have a uniform shape or size, once we understand the number of galaxies, we can attempt to calculate the number of stars. If we assume that each galaxy contains about 100 billion stars, we can ultimately estimate that there are approximately 2 times 10 to the 23rd stars in the universe, which is the number 2 followed by 23 zeros. This roughly represents the number of stars in the observable universe, and it can even be compared to the total amount of sand on Earth. Isn't it hard to imagine? In our splendid starry sky, besides the 5 planets, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn, almost everything else is stars. However, humans can only see a maximum of about 6,000 stars with the naked eye, and these are merely the tip of the iceberg within the Milky Way. Moreover, galaxies as large as the Milky Way are ubiquitous in the vast universe. It's not difficult to imagine that, when viewed from a sufficiently macroscopic perspective, even the Milky Way, with its hundreds of billions of stars, ultimately appears insignificant. So in comparison, are our daily worries and everything happening on the small Earth also trivial? Thank you for watching. If you want to see more content like this, please hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications.